This is Carol Norby. You're at my Stampin' Carol page. Bear with me as I get my tablet up and running so I can get started here. So there we go. It always helps to know where my hands are when I'm working on something. Anyway, welcome. I have decided to play with, take a little break from making Halloween and Christmas cards for upcoming classes. So I'm making a little card using some of our new stamps and new papers and inks. And so I will get you flipped over. Flipped over? You know, that always sounds really cool. I'll flip my phone over and we'll get started. So don't let the wiggle bother you here. I'll try to get it under control. Okay, oh yeah, you get to see some of my rosettes. I am making toppers for some things, and let's see, try to get this. Seems like I'm a little upside down. Okay, there we go. I have used a variety of products today. Mostly I am using the Cottage Bouquet stamp set. This is brand new. It's in our Cottage or our Good Life collection, and I have the bundle. I bought the coordinating dies. This is stamp set SS-0606, but the bundle where you can get them all as one group is different. But if you look that up on our replicated website in the shopping cart, it'll bring up the bundle too. I am also using, this is one of my favorites to make backgrounds. This is Ink Splat. It's a little stamp. It is so versatile. It is AT-0108. I love this, and I will show you how I colored with it. I used our Circle Around die set. That is really cool. And I forgot one. See if I can grab it up here. So this is really neat because it doesn't show it too good on the cover. You can see the perforations. It looks like stitching on your stamp or on your die cut, which is really cool. I've also used our garden fence die set. I love this. This is wonderful. Just wonderful. And since I made that, I'm looking for the die or the embossing folder I used with it. I also used the barn wall embossing folder, and it's you can see it looks like wood. That is just really cool. So I used that, and I used a variety of papers. I used River Stone. I keep my papers in these 2-gallon Ziploc baggies, though it's bigger, but it just keeps all my, you know, I got little pieces in here, keeps everything together. I also used, no, I did not. Yeah, I did. I used Tin Pail. This is one of our new colors in the Good Life collection. I also used Fresh Sage. This is just such to me, it's almost a mint green. I don't know. I see things a little different. And then our Good Life prints. These are gorgeous. These are gorgeous. It's PP-0055. But can you see some of those prints? I have seen some amazing cards used with these. I love the two wood ones the best, but today I'm using the chicken wire. So those are what I'm using. So I will get started. So I basically started with a base of Riverstone, and I have my chicken wire, and I'm going to adhere this to this. I'm going to sit down now because I can't do this standing up. So I'm going to add a little bit of tape on the back. I did get my Easy Glide runner fixed. Turned out that one of them was broken. There's this little piece in here that holds this little piece in place, and it broke. So I'm hoping that when that runs out, I can just do change the tape over. We'll see how it works. So I'm going to adhere this here. And then I cut a piece of the fresh sage. I'm going to put this on here. You can't really see all that my hands are doing because I'm kind of probably off your vision spot here. I have been prepping for a class. I have a week from Friday. I'm doing a Christmas in August class. I'm going to put that right down there. Then here is the circle that I die cut. You can see the stitches. It's really cool. I really like how that looks. And again, Riverstone, because I wanted something a little darker than what I was using. So I'm just going to adhere this right about here. Now, I had done a lot of assembling on this card prior, trying to figure out what am I going to do, where am I going to place things, and I sit here when I'm doing this and lay things out on my paper to see how they work out. Sometimes they don't, and I revamp my ideas. So anyway, here is the flowers that I stamped, and look at those. Can you see that? I stamped the flowers on our whipped cream using black licorice ink. Then I came back with my ink splat. For example, this one I used our new Rustic Rose ink, inked up the stamp, stamped it, fresh sage. Then I came back on all of my stamps and used different silks. So here I used, you can see the dots. I used Cosmic Grape on this one. This one was stamped with Haystack, which to me is more like straw stack. And I used Gold Silk. There you can see the gold. You got to shake these. I spent a while this morning prepping my silks. If you don't shake them frequently, they have a tendency to get really hard to get it all mixed up. This I stamped with Peaches and Cream. And I used our new Peaches and Cream silk. It's already, there you go. And it's very, very subtle in there. Just very, very subtle. But I like the looks. And I stamped, here's my fence. I embossed it. And then I took our Tin Pail ink and just swiped it over the embossing so you can see the wood grain quite a bit better. And then I stamped on a little piece of Tin Pail, the phrase, and then layered it on the Riverstone. So what I'm going to do, get these back into my spot here, I'm going to start laying these out, and I thought kind of that layout like that. So I'm just going to adhere this one. So we'll put it right about there. And this one, can you see what I'm doing? I can't see my finger. There's the tablet has a delayed reaction, so it's hard to see. And that's just going to go right there. And then this one, I want to pop this one up, so I'm going to grab one of our foam squares. Just stick it on the back there. And stick it right about here. Now for the fence, I need to prop it up too. So I'm going to cut strips of my foam squares and just put them on the back. Maybe every other one. There we go, sticking together. So, because I want this popped up. We used to have a phrase years ago that says, when in doubt, pop it out. Well, we still do that. When in doubt, pop it out. You know, I love the dimension. It always looks, it just adds so much to the card. It does add to the postage too, but it really makes the card just pop. And you know, it's so much better than getting a flat card. Okay, so I'm just going to, and I put the fresh sage down because when I laid this against the chicken wire, you could not see it at all. It was like, really? There we go. Okay, so we're getting there. I'm also going to pop out the phrase. So I'm just going to put a dot at the top, and a dot at the bottom, foam square, I should say. You know, we've called them pop dots for so long. It's hard to get over that. And in my class, everybody calls them pop dots. Now I'm going to put this right over the ends to kind of hide that. Ta-da! So there's the card. Isn't that pretty? Now I would put this on a whipped cream base, or I could have even cut the Riverstone into a, let's see, 5.5 by 8.5 piece, and then folded it and done that. But I just put everything on a whipped cream base for some reason. I guess it's habit. I have been so frugal for so long. So that is my card. It's rather simple, but I did use quite a few products. Oh, and I found these are a Bloom benefit. If you spend $75, you can get these. This is the whole package. It's called All the Things. So they're free with a $75 order. And I was looking at some of these circles. So I'm just going to add to the center of my flowers. So I'm going to get my Bloom tool. I love my Bloom tool. And I'm just going to take like the big one here. And these are adhesive on the back. Get that to pop up. I'm just going to stick that right there. A little more dimension. Isn't that cool? And I'm going to put a medium one on the big pink flower. I'll put that right about there. This one's going to require a yellow one too, but it's going to be a little one. So I'm going to put that right there. Now, did that add to it or what? Isn't that cool? What do you think of that? So you can see the dimension. Now, you know, this would be a great card for, say, maybe a get well, but birthday, anniversary, just to cheer up somebody. So simple. And yet, don't you like how using the ink splat just really gave a different look to the coloring of that? Isn't that pretty? That is so cool. Okay, I'm going to flip you back over to selfie mode again. Let's see if we can get this going. Here we go. Get myself seated. So that was my card. I have to tell you though, in a couple of weeks, I won't be doing videos for a couple of weeks because we're going to go to Wyoming and see our kids and grandkids and great-grandkids and friends. It's been 2 years since I've been back to Wyoming. I am a Wyoming gal at heart. I wasn't born there, but I was raised there from the age of 3 until, I lived there until I was quite a bit older. Went to college in Northwest Wyoming, our old hometown, where our son still is. So we're going to go back and visit. Like I said, it's been a couple of years. I do follow a page on Facebook called Yep, I'm from Wyoming, and I see scenery of where I've been horseback riding or driven through. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I will have blog posts available for while we're gone. Instagram, I have an Instagram account. Basically, it's the same thing I post here on this page. But if you want to look at my page on Instagram is Stampin' Carol N, all one word, Stampin' Carol N. You're welcome to follow me. I have been getting some follows from single men. They've been getting blocked. I don't need that stuff. Here goes my chair. So anyway, my chair is old. One of these days it's going to drop me and I'm probably just going to roll off on the floor. So anyway, thank you for coming by. I invite you to like and follow my page. And, and by the way, I'm also on Pinterest, and that's Stampin' Carol. I can't remember. Anyway, thanks for coming by. Again, you're welcome to follow and like this page. I try to keep people updated on what's going on for specials. There's a link in the pinned post to the online catalog and online holiday trends mini. So if you don't have one in your hands, You know, you can see every single page on those links. And the big catalog is like 334 pages, so there's a lot of goodies. And this Cottage Bouquet stamp set and the garden fence and the barnwood embossing folder, they're all in there, along with the paper. They're all in there. So you can easily go there. If you're on my blog, just click shop now. If you're on this page, you can click shop. It'll take you to the same place. You're welcome to check out what's available. So anyway, thank you for coming by. I hope you have a great day. We're really humid here today. It was 89% humidity this morning. We're supposed to get rain. I love the rain. The humidity is just nasty. So anyway, thanks for coming by. Y'all have a great day. And I think today is, I seen it on Facebook, National Relaxation Day. Go put on a movie. Enjoy yourself. Thanks for coming by. Bye-bye.